Good afternoon, everybody in the Netherlands or in Europe, and good morning to everybody in America. It's 7:30 in America, and it is 1:30 in Amsterdam. And I am looking at what's happening in pre-market just 1 hour, 2 hours before opening. We talked about all these stocks this morning in the early bird show, and you don't see my camera on. There's some problem with my camera again, so just going to leave that one off for now. You just want to see the screens, I think. So this is the watch list of this morning, and just want to go through that one real quickly. So SENS, this is SENS. We established that this was the downtrend this morning, and we were not happy with that because that's not something you want to trade on a small stock. But we also said, okay, if this one gets above the $3 mark, then it's going to be interesting. So it got up in this big bump to 95, then just down all the way until 7 o'clock, and then there was some kind of movement just after 7. And try to get to that 3, didn't quite get there, but it's still a stock to watch today. So $3 will be the entry level for the long side on SENS, and your next level is 309, so that's only 10 cents, so be aware, and then $3.20. So these are the levels for SENS. Only to the upside, because if this one falls down, I don't think it will get up again. So 298, 309, and 320. BBIG didn't do a thing in pre-market. So, didn't do a thing in. That's not true, because it's just tried to get up again here, but didn't get above this price, this initial price here, this initial jump here of 455. So the one got rejected, and well, we are safe to assume that this is now a level. And if you want to ride it back all the way to the bottom, then 375 might be a level, but that's just too far for a small stock like this. So I would watch for this post-market close and this pre-market open as 2 levels, and want to see some strength in this one. So maybe get up and then bounce back from VWAP and then get up again. That might be interesting for BBIG. MVIS. This is MVIS right now. So a really big jump during the open, and now just having troubles holding VWAP here. So we called out the levels for MVIS 2106, 22, and 23. So let's look at those levels, and I believe that those really are the levels for today for MVIS. Ethos also tried to get above this $5 mark here, and didn't get there. Well, did get there, but it couldn't hold it, and now just choppy with no volume around VWAP. So if you want to see just a little bump here, then it's 465, which was post-market close, will be your level, I think. But this is also interesting. So it's now around this 485, this high in post-market here. So you just might want to see if this one's holding, but you still have 2 hours of 485 or 465 for Ethos, and then 509 if you want to trade this one to the upside. So you want to see this 509 breaking because of what happened here in the last weeks. So you can also say this one is also, so 1, 2, 3, 4 times you try to get above 5 and try to hold that level, but had a lot of trouble in holding that. So 509 is a level to go long in, and then there's a lot of blue air above that. So interesting play. Wint, W-I-N-T, is yeah, just moving a little bit with no volume, but trying to get above VWAP now. But really curious if this this is what I want to see. This is the play that I want to see. So difficult on levels. I think this $3 here is a level, and the top is of course here. It is 340 level. But what I want to see here is this volume getting up, and then price action, and all the way to the top to fill this ugly one here. So let's wait and see on WINT, Wind Tree Therapeutics. CCL looks like consolidation station for CCL, and so it can be choppy on a day. You only want to trade this one as a day trade if it's getting volume, or the play I want to see today is this one going to the downside, so 30.50 or even 30.29. It can really fall down in the beginning and then get up again. So like you see here, falling down and getting back up again. So 30.50 and 30.29. I want to see that bounce, and if not, if you're going to make the breakout trade, then anything above 30.85, and then you can maybe play it a little bit longer to this big level here. But you also have to watch out of this high of day here, 30.01. So there's not a lot of room to the upside for CCL, so be careful. Needs a lot of volume. Open. So we called this level 1624, and it tried to get there after the early bird show, or did it, or just in the early bird show. So 1624 is the level that you want to see on this one, and 1669 to the upside for a break. And then you just might, not a lot of room here also, so really curious. This let's put in this 1690 also. I don't think that there will a lot will happen. It can move $1 a day. So ideally I want to see this one fall and then get up again. So that's my reversal long play. Might even go to the 1612-ish. Peloton. That one did something when we closed the early bird show, but with no volume whatsoever. Tried to get up to the 104.63 level that we called here. So if it breaks out of that, then you might just have some momentum going on Peloton, because it's had a few struggling days here. So we called 104.63 on Peloton to trade it to the upside. So it just might do that. Be careful, because there was no volume in pre-market, so it might look good, but so on NEE is NEI is 7204, 7270, and 7286 as the levels that you want to play. Rockets. This looks impressive, but it isn't, because that's all on no volume. It's the 7 o'clock spike, and you get a similar spike at 8 o'clock. That because a lot of trade platforms open at that time and you can trade them. So if you put an order in the day before, and then it opens, and then a lot of orders go through, but this is an order going through with no volume whatsoever. So for Rocket, I think we are safe with this 1950 support here, and then all the way to the top 2010 and 2030 as levels. And if it really decides to go, then Who knows that 2180 will be a level, but otherwise you could stop at 2113. CRWD, this Lila is something that we call not exactly a level of support, but more an area. And now seeing this is give me some confirmation on that, but it's this is all with no volume. So do you really want to push the level here if there's no volume here? I'm not so sure about that, but so this complete area of resistance lies between 205.35-ish and 205.66-ish. Needs to find support here, and then you can play to the upside. If it does not find support here and falls, then the next support is here at 199.5, and then maybe it can fall all the way to its 200 moving average here, but I have to wait and see. Then this is M. Can be very interesting play on a day, but can also be very choppy, so no volume whatsoever in pre-market. So I'm going to stick to 1765 and 1801 to the upside for M, and I don't think it will get down to the 1739 level. That will be a little bit too far off, I think. Looking at this now, you also can see something happening here in this area. So also not exact science here, so that's just close to the 1765, but this is now an area of support. It's on a 1 minute, so it's just beware. So what I do then, I set my alert here on this one. It was this one, and I see some kind of support forming here. Then, and with the right setup, I might go long. And you can also put in an alert here, and because I'm gonna not let this one on my big screen, because I don't know if this one will go with this. But volume might pick up, of course. So that's how I look at stocks when I'm not really looking at them. So this is PG. Let's have a look. Procter and Gamble. Yeah, we want to see this fill. So this is the play I want to make above 135.82 as being strong. On the short side, there's resistance here and a lot of resistance in this area. Support, sorry. So anything under 135.04 might just be a short, and anything above 135.82 is a long. Will it bounce on this 135.04? I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. So I'm going to set an alert here. Not going to look at this one all day long, but just set an alert because I just want to see if this might do something. So this was an area of resistance here, 2053. We saw that here. You don't want to see this one falling also, because that's just not if you're long bias anyway. So I'm going to say that 2053, 2103, 2143, 2157, and 2181 on MPW are the levels. So very close to each other, so difficult to trade. You need volume on this one. It only trades 35 cents on average. So it can be just very choppy on a day, and And the same is for VST. So this is 1707 and 1746 is the levels, and then to the upside 18. So if you guys have any tickers, then just put them in the chats and I will look at them, and I'm just gonna see what's happening in pre-market right now. So AMC again, of course, we saw this morning also. Where is it at right now? Let's do this in a minute. It's gone. Oh, yeah. So this is up and then down, but picking up from this level here. So I'm not going to play AMC on a level, but if you want to, then you just might want to look here at this level here, because that's the pre-market open, this blue one, and it just dipped its toes there and then went off again. So for the second time, you could have made this play, just getting in here all the way to 51 and then out, getting in here, and now trying to get to stay above VWAP. SNDL in play if you want to play the small ones. RMAT 7 o'clock, and then there we go. So you really have to look for that 7 o'clock move if you want to see something happening here. So this is a line that I think is an intraday line or something, because I'm not sure what's happening here. So, well, this is a level, obviously. 764 tries to get there once again, got there yesterday or Friday. This is 764, and you really want to see this one above 764. It's overextended now on 5 minutes, but this is some kind of this is a false breakout, and this is a flat top, or what you want to call it. But if it breaks at 764, then you just want to be in this one. Be aware that it's overextended, so there will be somewhere during the day that will get back to it this 5 minutes. So you never know where, of course, but very careful to play this one if you want to play it. One 9.6 million is low float, so that's nothing. Normally only moves 84 cents a day on average, and now it just made this big jump from $5 to $7.64 ish after the day it had on Friday. So this is, maybe you remember this bad wick on one of the stocks that we talked about earlier, and what you want to see in as a second day is that it completely fills this ugly wick, and then that's a sign of strength. But will it get above 764? We're watching this live right now. Normally, you could consider going in here. Just try to, not with big share size. I wouldn't do that. There we go. Fascinating stuff, this. Raw Medical. Still having a lot of trouble in staying above that 764 level. So just going to watch this one. Not going to play that pre-market right now. Should have, of course. Should have, yeah, of course. But gonna wait till markets open. This is really low float, so really be very cautious if you trade stocks like these, because they can easily fall down on you. Let's see if there's something else moving right now in pre-markets. I don't see any tickets in the chat, so we're gonna close this show after I just had one more look at what's happening. Oh, BlackBerry, of course. BlackBerry also. Well, it's not only 1.5. So let's just see. Opens here. This is the same movement as we saw on AMC. Big move up, move down, then dipped his toes on its pre-market open level, and now wants to go again. Having some trouble in passing VWAP here, so BlackBerry might just be a play for you if you like that one. So I'm gonna call this blue line, this 3082. I'm gonna call it a level, and then to the upside you want to see this one breaking here at 1482, and then this is $1 already. So on a $13 stock, then $1 is just great. So no tickets from the chat. I'm going to prepare some more. I want to thank you all for watching, and please, if you trade today, be sure that you have your own strategy, trade safely. This show was for information purposes only, and happy trading. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. That's 4 o'clock Eastern time in the US with the Early Bird Show. If you want to see what I'm doing today, and if I'm doing anything, because I didn't do anything on Friday, then just look at my Twitter. Look at Bosch Trading, and then you will find it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again tomorrow.